The world waits, trembling beneath unseen fleets. Soldiers whisper, sensing history sharpening beyond these walls. Machines gather like iron prayers rising from restless ocean. Every pencil line forecasts lives spent in the geometry of fire.
Patience replaces courage until the horizon betrays movement.
Words stumble quickly, truth racing faster than transmission cables allow.
Dawn paints terror silver. Industry breathes louder than human prayers now.
Young gunner braces tightly, devotion welded to fear within smoke.
Steel horizon expands endlessly, swallowing doubts with mechanical conviction.
Leadership sounds routine, though thunder already rewrites every calculation made.
The sea answers immediately, trading echoes like reasons to continue.
Walter steadies breath, trusting arithmetic more than faith or instinct.
Humanity returns visible, fragile, stubborn, beneath artillery's patient logic. Death becomes repetition. Mercy pauses, awaiting orders to resume later.
Thunder trades language. Sea erupts with disciplined mathematical retribution here.
Unbelievable!
He witnesses factories afloat, nations converted fully into movement unstoppable. Strength proves brittle. Conviction melts faster than steel under pressure. Easy now, soldier. Just breathe.
Pain measured carefully, compassion timed between barrages like fragile ceremony.
Humanity charges industry, both believers in different forms of endurance.
Air tastes metallic. Purpose persists, though courage dissolves into instinct quickly. The world shrinks to seconds, decisions, and repeating thunder all around. Machines inherit momentum. Infantry follow footprints made by faithless giants.
Even faith trembles softly beneath weight of industrial certainty today. Paper outlives messengers, recording obedience longer than any heartbeat.
Walter repeats procedure. Ritual sustains sanity inside crumbling certainty.
The ocean conducts fury evenly, impartial to uniforms or prayers. Survival composes its own anthem, discordant but impossibly persistent forever.
Control dissolves rapidly. Reality improvises beyond hierarchy or training entirely.
Youthful resolve flickers briefly, swallowed by consequence without acknowledgement soon. The shore remembers everything, though voices fade into static gradually. Quiet reclaims ground gently, disguising exhaustion as temporary order now.
Defeat smells ordinary. Humanity resumes shyly between breaths of relief.
Compassion operates efficiently, indifferent to flags but loyal to pulse.
Victory manifests mechanically, forged through repetition, not revelation anymore. Evening forgives violence slowly, disguising memory in gentle light again.
Progress continues measured. Redemption hides somewhere beyond the next turn. Nature resumes cleaning. Sky declines to remember sides or reasons here.
Faith relearns humility. whispering through cracked glass toward distant forgiveness.
Memory gains structure. Grief becomes organized beneath wooden discipline lines.
Peace wears overalls, steady hands replacing rifles with purpose practical.
Paper wins finally, recording thunder into paragraphs of quiet authority.
Home accepts survivors carefully, adjusting walls to hold new silence. The sea pretends amnesia, though salt keeps every story intact inside.
Years dilute fear. Regret ages slower than medals on shelves.
Education replaces rumor, tenderness learning through evidence and echoes.
Cinema revives empathy, letting ghosts speak through light again, kindly. Lessons inherit pain. Wisdom translates through young eyes, unafraid, finally. Industry sleeps. Tide hums lullaby for steel and memory.
Peace endures quietly, history turning pages beneath unbroken sky eternally.
Time invades softly, conquering ruins more completely than any foreign army.
Habit heals faster. Peace teaches soldiers softer alphabets than orders once did. Work replaces worship. Progress hums louder than hymns across quiet harbors.
Hunger unites strangers. Survival simplified into warmth, salt, and small forgiveness. Industry never sleeps. Rails deliver restoration the way guns once did. Simplicity returns shyly, dressed in dust and distant bells again. Evening Baptist steel. Even rivets seem capable of remembering mercy now. Knowledge rehearses again. Silence becomes gentler between restored walls of learning. The woods forget names, but echo every voice in softened form.
We remember the fallen. Klaus Richter, Hans Vogel, Ernst Schmidt. Rivers forgive quickest. Water never argues with history, only erases carefully.
Evidence whispers gently. Every stain insists upon remembrance and responsibility shared.
Life reclaims rhythm. Appetite outruns grief through color, noise, and motion.
Smiles tremble genuine. Time pauses mercifully for one captured heartbeat.
Work begins peacefully. Ocean behaves, pretending never to have devoured men.
Depth replaces fear. Progress hums forward on rails of quiet persistence. Faith blooms anew, rebuilt with laughter louder than previous prayers now. Civilization exhales, movement resumes. Innocence sits down beside weary veterans again.
Music replaces marching. Tenderness conducts life's softer tempo once again.
Knowledge repairs wounds. Curiosity diffuses anger patiently without blood ever again.
Art reclaims stage. Stories soothe. Imagination reopens civilization's bruised heartbeat slowly. Words replace bullets. Language begins occupation of minds newly liberated now.
Boundaries learn courtesy. Passports replace gunfire along once bloody geography patiently.
Peace performs quietly, measured by breadcrumbs and shared sunrise reflections.
Healing ripens gently. Nature nurses veterans into gentler versions of themselves. Creation forgives destruction. Art inherits duty of remembering without anger. Routine crowned victorious. The ordinary stands proud after centuries of interruption.
Well, look who it is. Haven't seen you in ages.
Shared silence speaks volumes. Survival becomes language older than uniform ever was. Innocence redraws maps freely, unaware of scars beneath fresh paint. Life vows continuation. Love replaces strategy as universal discipline again.
Distance heals comprehension. Perspective mends arrogance. Like sunlight through fog, celebration blooms carefree. Humanity remembers rhythm, older than any revolution. Precision redeems patience. Future resumes ticking, with humbled confidence renewed.
The sea nourishes again, forgetting momentarily the taste of blood.
Light replaces echo. Grief translated into peaceful geometry of flame.
Nostalgia hums kindly. Loneliness softens into gratitude for survival itself.
Knowledge argues boldly. Truth rehearses without uniforms for the first time.
Soil remembers peace faster. Grapes store sunlight instead of smoke now. Storytelling persists. Words rebuild empathy, one sentence, one listener at time.
Civilization measures strength not by armies, but by readers returning again.
Each step affirms renewal. Nature insists on peace as permanent rhythm.
Ghosts reappear kindly, remembrance digitized but still painfully human underneath.
Vigil continues peaceful. Guardianship replaced battle. Same devotion repurposed eternally.
Understanding follows sunlight. Conscience lingers respectfully beneath open skies again.
Words outlive wars. Gentle syllables succeed where weapons always failed utterly.
Journeys resume voluntary. Departure no longer demands sacrifice or fear now.
Oceans remain eternal teachers. Reflections endless. Reminders silent. Forgiveness constant.
Memory finds closure. Ink dries. Truth breathes content within quiet simplicity.
Humanity endures patiently, rewriting itself beyond ruin toward gentler tomorrows forever.